Welcome to. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. In the heart of our farmlands, a delicate balance exists. Animals, the lifeblood of these ecosystems, provide us with sustenance and resources. Today we venture into the world of farm animal health, exploring 7 common diseases that pose significant threats. Join me as we uncover the challenges they present and learn how we can protect these animals, our food supply, and ourselves. Our journey begins with an insidious threat that has plagued cattle for centuries: bovine tuberculosis, or BTB. This bacterial disease, often symptomless in its early stages, can silently spread through herds, leaving devastation in its wake. Imagine a farmer tending to his cattle with care, unaware that an invisible enemy has taken hold. Cows afflicted with BTB may exhibit a persistent cough, a gradual wasting away, and swollen lymph nodes. The consequences, however, are far from subtle. BTB not only impacts the health of the herd, but also poses a risk to human health through the consumption of infected meat and milk. The economic toll of this disease is staggering. When BTB is detected, strict control measures are enacted, often involving the culling of infected animals. Scientists are working tirelessly to develop effective vaccines against BTB, aiming to provide a shield of protection for vulnerable herds. These vaccines, rigorously tested and constantly refined, offer a beacon of hope in the fight against this persistent disease. Through early detection, stringent control measures, and the promise of effective vaccines, we can strive to eradicate this silent threat and safeguard the health of our cattle and ourselves. We turn our attention now to the heart of the dairy industry, where cows provide us with the sustenance of milk. But this vital resource is threatened by a common and painful ailment: mastitis. Imagine the discomfort of a swollen, tender breast. This is the reality for cows suffering from mastitis, an inflammation of the mammary glands. This ailment, primarily caused by bacterial infections, can strike quickly and relentlessly. For dairy cows, whose livelihood depends on their ability to produce milk, mastitis is a devastating blow. Milk from infected cows is often discolored, watery, and unfit for consumption. The economic impact on farmers is significant as they grapple with reduced milk production, veterinary costs, and the potential loss of valuable animals. Maintaining impeccable hygiene in milking parlors is crucial, as is ensuring that milking equipment is properly cleaned and disinfected between uses. Early detection and prompt treatment with antibiotics can often cure mastitis, but in severe cases, the infection can cause permanent damage to the udder. Farmers and veterinarians work hand in hand, employing their knowledge and expertise to combat this persistent threat to dairy cow health and the sustainability of the dairy industry. Our journey now takes us to the pastures, where cattle graze peacefully, seemingly healthy and content. But a silent thief lurks among them, robbing them of their vitality and strength: John's disease. This chronic bacterial infection, primarily affecting the intestines of ruminants, can silently plague an animal for years before symptoms manifest. Imagine a young calf born into a herd where John's disease is present. It grazes alongside its mother, unaware that it has ingested contaminated feces, unknowingly harboring the bacteria within its system. Years may pass, the calf grows into adulthood, seemingly healthy and productive, but the insidious bacteria slowly multiply within its gut, gradually eroding its health. As the disease progresses, the infected animal begins to waste away, its once sleek coat becoming rough and dull. Diarrhea becomes a persistent problem, further weakening the animal and reducing its productivity. Sadly, there is no cure for John's disease. Strict hygiene practices on farms, regular testing of animals, and culling of infected individuals are crucial steps in containing the spread of this debilitating disease. By working together, farmers, veterinarians, and researchers can strive to protect our herds from this silent thief of health. Chapter 4: Newcastle Disease, a swift and devastating plague. Our exploration now takes us inside the bustling world of poultry farms, where chickens cluck and scratch, their feathers a sea of brown and white. But amidst this scene of seeming tranquility, a highly contagious avian disease can strike with lightning speed: Newcastle disease. Imagine a seemingly healthy flock pecking at their feed, their cheerful clucking filling the air. Unbeknownst to them, an invisible enemy has infiltrated their midst, carried on the wind or perhaps by an infected bird. The virus spreads rapidly, like wildfire through dry brush, leaving a trail of sickness and death in its wake. Infected birds become lethargic, their feathers ruffled and dull. They gasp for air, their breathing labored and wheezing. Nasal discharge and watery eyes are common, and egg production plummets, dealing a significant blow to the farmer's livelihood. Vaccination is our most effective weapon against this swift and merciless killer. The fight against this devastating disease requires a multi-pronged approach, combining vaccination, biosecurity, and constant vigilance. Chapter 5, Swine Flu, or H1N1, is a cross-species threat. We venture now into the realm of pigs, intelligent and social creatures that play a vital role in our food chain. But even these hardy animals are susceptible to the threat of influenza, specifically a strain known as swine flu or H1N1. This highly contagious respiratory virus can spread rapidly through pig populations, causing significant economic losses and raising concerns for public health. Imagine a pig farm where rows of pens house pigs of all ages. The air is filled with the sounds of snorts, grunts, and the pitter-patter of hooves. But beneath this seemingly normal facade, a silent threat may be lurking. A new worker, unknowingly carrying the H1N1 virus from a recent human outbreak, could inadvertently introduce the virus to the susceptible pig population. The virus spreads like wildfire through the crowded pens, jumping from one pig to another through coughs and sneezes. Soon, the once healthy pigs are listless, their appetites waning. Fevers spike, accompanied by coughing fits and labored breathing. Controlling swine flu requires a multifaceted approach, including vaccination of pigs, implementing strict biosecurity measures on farms, and promoting good hygiene practices among farm workers. By understanding the virus and its modes of transmission, we can better protect both animal and human health. Chapter 6, Foot and Mouth Disease, or FMD, is a global scourge. Our journey takes us now to the hooves of cloven-hoofed animals, where a highly contagious viral disease strikes fear into the hearts of farmers worldwide. Foot and mouth disease, or FMD. This disease, though rarely fatal, can spread like wildfire through livestock populations, causing debilitating symptoms and crippling economic losses. Imagine a pastoral scene, cows grazing peacefully in lush green fields, their hooves sinking softly into the fertile soil. But this idyllic image can be shattered by the invisible hand of FMD. The virus, carried on the wind or by infected animals, can travel vast distances, silently infiltrating even the most remote farms. The first signs of FMD are often subtle: a fever, a loss of appetite, and a reluctance to move. Soon, painful blisters erupt on the tongue, gums, and around the hooves, making it excruciating for the animals to eat or walk. Saliva drools from their mouths, and lameness becomes a common sight. Outbreaks can decimate livestock populations, leading to significant losses in meat and milk production. Controlling FMD requires a swift and coordinated global effort. The fight against FMD is a global responsibility, requiring collaboration, innovation, and unwavering dedication to protecting our livestock and safeguarding global food security. Chapter 7. Leptospirosis is a hidden threat in water and soil. Our final stop takes us to the water's edge, where a silent threat lurks, invisible to the naked eye. Leptospirosis. This bacterial disease, spread through the urine of infected animals, can contaminate water sources and soil, posing a risk to both livestock and humans. Imagine a herd of cattle gathering at a watering hole, their thirst driving them to drink deeply. Unbeknownst to them, the water may be harboring the Leptospira bacteria, shed in the urine of an infected animal, perhaps a wild rodent that visited the water hole earlier. The bacteria enter the animals' bodies through cuts or abrasions on their skin, or by penetrating the mucous membranes of their eyes, nose, or mouth. Once inside, the bacteria multiply rapidly, spreading through the bloodstream and attacking vital organs. Symptoms of leptospirosis can vary widely, making diagnosis a challenge. Some animals may show no signs of illness, while others develop high fevers, chills, muscle aches, and loss of appetite. Leptospirosis is a zoonotic disease, meaning it can be transmitted from animals to humans. By understanding the risks and taking appropriate precautions, we can protect both animal and human health from this hidden threat. As we've journeyed through the world of farm animal diseases, we've witnessed the devastating impact these illnesses can have on animals' livelihoods and the global food supply. But amidst these challenges, there is hope. Farmers, veterinarians, and scientists are working tirelessly to combat these diseases, developing new vaccines, implementing strict biosecurity measures, and constantly seeking innovative solutions. Thank you for joining us on this vital exploration. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread awareness about the importance of farm animal health.